Hey everybody, it's me, Carl, of course, and just checking in. I'm going to start a new little fun challenge to try to keep my mind busy and keep the anxiety down, and hopefully put some content out on Facebook and maybe on Twitter, Instagram, wherever I'm able to figure out how to link it. To be honest with you, I used to think old people didn't know technology because they don't use technology. I actually think there's a part of your brain that dies at a certain age, around the same time that your body decides if you just touch something with your toe that you completely lose your balance and need to like fall on your face, even if it's just like a pillow or like a cord or whatever. But anyway, this project I'm going to do while we're all quarantined on COVID, I'm still working. I'm fortunate. My job is very busy. Healthcare workers everywhere are reporting to duty as usual, sometimes more than usual. So I'm fortunate to have a check still coming in. And I would encourage, for those of you who still have a check to come in, to find a way to use that money responsibly. But for all of us, whether that money is coming in or we're all just kind of hanging out, I encourage you to take some time to read, and read something outside of your usual reading agenda, and to read something that benefits someone else. So something you don't already own in your house. Go to a small business, contact a small business online. There's several awesome websites that are functional right now if you don't have access to an actual store. And I just did something today that I thought would only be possible in a utopia situation. I went through a drive-thru. I had to make sure I'm grabbing the right thing. Ordered a coffee. That's not all that impressive. Oh, by the way, $100 worth of comic books through a drive-thru, Omaha, Nebraska. The year is 2020. I expect jetpacks to show up in the mail tomorrow. It is a miracle. A miracle. It's too bad we have to see society basically closing itself off and slowly watch retail sector take huge pummeling hits for something like this to happen. But you can do it. You can go to Legend Comics and Coffee right here. That's Legend with no S at the end. Legend Comics and Coffee right here in Omaha, Nebraska. Drive through, get a coffee, ask them for some comic books. It feels awesome to do it. Not only because you're helping out Legend and the people who work there, but because it's something that your mom would have told you to stop talking about at the dinner table and focus more on your American presidents, right? That someday, Mama, I'm going to drive through a drive-thru and order a bunch of comic books, and there's going to be a nice lady who's going to hand me coffee and comic books, and I'm going to live my happiest life of all time. And shut up, Carl, and study your math more. But you can go right now and do it. So, anyway, I'm just rambling. I'm full of caffeine, as you can tell. But I'm about ready to head into work. Got a bunch of comic books. I won't be able to look at them till later. But I'm going to blast through about 20 random first issues from the last year or so. I didn't really want to pick anything. I just left it up to the fine people there at Legend Comics and Coffee to hook me up with a bunch of semi-recent series. I'm just going to read them. If they're not in order or they're in the middle of an arc, I'm going to read them. But I think they hooked me up with number ones, which was more than nice of them, because I definitely wasn't anticipating it. I was anticipating the full whatever's at the quick shop spinner rack routine. And when I'm done with this stack, I'm going to go back for more. God willing, they'll be open, be able to serve me. My other friends who operate stores, Menachem in New York, they're on a stay-at-home lockdown right now, but if he's still available to do some shipping, I'll hit him up for some random stuff as well. I'll be reflecting and commenting on it here on social media. I'll be reading those issues and just kind of sharing my thoughts. I'm going to keep it light. I'm going to keep it positive. As many of you know, I've been sort of critical of comic books as of late, but it's going to be fun. And I would just encourage you to join in. If you want to do the same thing as me and just go and say, hey, I got $10, you guys, hook me up with 5 comic books, hook me up with 2 comic books, whatever $10 is going to buy me from the bargain bin or from the back issues or from the current releases. Give me something to read for $10, for $20, and you want to post about it. Have them just give you something random. Let's make the most of us. Let's do something enjoyable. Again, you don't have to get out of your car. You can send them emails like I did. You can call on the phone if you're already not sick to death of talking to people on the phone like certain people who work in the healthcare sector are right now. Or you can contact them in any myriad number of ways. And if you live in the Omaha area right now, you can drive through, pay the people, get your comic books, never leave your car, never touch anything shared except for the plastic sack. And it's a good thing going on right now, considering the alternative would be for them to close and you to be completely without access to doing so. So, again, if you're a digital comic person, or if you're a person who's sort of lapsed on sort of fun reading, I would encourage you strongly to put both of those philosophies aside and do what you can to support local business. And if you live in Omaha, there's no more local business than Legend Comics and Coffee. Great people who care first about the community, second about their business. It's time that we return some of that love back to them. This is Carl. I'll be seeing you here on Facebook, talking about comic books that I have no idea what I'm getting into very soon. Love everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, and support local businesses.